So I need to make sure we on before we start because last time we was going for a minute and we didn't do nothing.
Stream appears to be up.
All right, we up. So. All right, streaming live. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we're going to bring you some epic discussion today. Now, the fans are split, man. The fans over the weekend, fans split. Mortal Kombat. Been hearing a lot about this Mortal Kombat. We're going to do our spoiler discussion on Mortal Kombat. And we're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to do Invincible. And we're going to do a couple of trailer reactions.
Yep.
But before we do that, we got intro. We have returned. Mortal Kombat. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Anyway, do you remember the original commercial? I should have got that. You remember the original commercial for when it first hit the home console?
Not anymore.
You don't remember that?
Nah.
That's the best commercial ever. Where the little dude come outside, Mortal Kombat. He started screaming Mortal Kombat. And then everybody just dropped what they was doing, like Mortal Kombat. So everybody started running out in the street.
Hold up, yeah, yeah, I do remember.
And it was like a big old, it was like a big crowd of people just hollering Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
and that was like that was when it first hit Sega Genesis.
No, yeah, I do remember that one.
Because I think it hit Genesis before it hit Nintendo.
It did, yeah.
So if you was a Genesis person, that was one up you had on Nintendo. Anyway, but. Yeah, so this movie is dear to a lot of people's heart. 95, it came out with the movie. Everybody really kind of loved it because they kind of had a lot of your characters. They had all your characters' traits. You know, most people look like the characters, and it was a good movie for what it was, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if you take into account that Mortal Kombat was just aping off of a couple of really good action flicks that had already come out.
Yeah.
And
which we talked about that Mortal Kombat was just a video game version of Bloodsport.
Yeah,
originally that was the original concept of it.
Yeah, you know, like if you wanted to make Bloodsport and Enter the Dragon the same movie without actually going into either one,
yeah,
you'd end up with Mortal Kombat.
Right. First game that I know that introduced fatalities. I don't think no other game had blood in them. Not that I knew of, but it was a couple games tried to do it after, and it was like some crap games. So anywho, so then we got into Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and after that they stopped.
Yeah, like there was what was it? It was a couple of digital releases. What was it? Mortal Kombat Legacy, I want to say.
Was that? Oh, that was like the web series, right?
Yeah.
Now I heard that was good. I never actually seen that. I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw part of it back when it came out, and then I couldn't find it. You know. Yeah. I guess it was like they were doing a weird they were releasing it on a certain cable network at the time.
You know what? I'm gonna go back and find that because this could have took notes if this was.
Yeah.
You know, it's just because I remember that getting a big reception. And so we've been waiting. You know, people was like, okay, they're going to do Mortal Kombat. It's going to get a budget, you know. And now we got the new 2021 Mortal Kombat, and it's starring Cole. What was Cole's last name? Cole Young.
I want to say.
Cole Young.
Yeah.
Y'all lost me right there. To talk about this movie, you got to talk about Cole Young. Now, you would say, oh, a new character. Cool. He's a badass. Nope. He's a B-tier MMA fighter that loses his fight. And when you watch it, it looks like, oh, I see he's losing on purpose because the owner probably wanted him to lose, but he actually really dope.
No,
he just wasn't good enough.
You know what? Matter of fact, and this is everyone that talks to him about the way he fights mentions it. He's not that good.
He's a B-level fighter. He was winning at first, though.
Right. So he's a fighter who's got potential, but he never mastered the basics. So once he stops winning a fight, he's never getting back on top.
I'm looking like, okay, if you win in a fight and you turn around and get beat, I'm supposed to follow you. Work your way up, get better, and then no, you win in the fight and you can't even hold on to a lead.
Like they also never went into why he fell off. Like he used to be the best.
And did they ever say?
They never said why he fell off.
Or he just he's. See, they didn't even mention like he could be scared of his own power because he hit somebody so hard he hurt them.
Yeah,
they never even said that.
Or like something happened that he couldn't explain, and this is the ability that allows.
So he's afraid of his own power.
Right.
That would make sense.
Yeah. No.
That's why he don't. That's why he lose because he think if he go all out he'll actually hurt somebody.
No, he's just busted. That's it. He's a has-been. That's his whole character. He's a has-been.
Okay, so this is spoiler discussion, man. And like I said, the fans were split on this, bro. The fans, I'm telling you. So I said, I was fair on my review. I gave it all right. I said, it was, and there's most people that can say it's entertaining. They can't say, oh, it was bad. Most people say it was entertaining. Like, no. How was it good? It entertained me. Yeah, okay. So the fans split. So I saw one of our friends, Wilbert, wrote on Facebook, I don't see what y'all talking about. This movie dope. So what you do? Why you shake your head?
Because one of our other mutual friends, Joe, he had told me about, yeah, man, Will said y'all don't know what you're talking about. Man, don't talk to me about what Will thinks. Because, like, he vacillates between being, like, laser accurate and being, like, completely in the wrong stadium.
He got his own thing. Will got his own way, but it's just, when you got to be a 12-year-old to like this movie because I feel like you can't follow. It's so incoherent as a movie.
Yeah, and I feel like there's no middle ground on this. You either didn't enjoy it or you think it's the best thing ever.
Well, no, it is a middle ground because some people there are leaning to entertain. That's what they leaning to. They know it's not good, but they know that they had some fun watching it, and they can't bring themselves to say it's crap. And the reason why that is, and people are scared to, not just that, people do not want to admit they was wrong. Everybody wanted this to be good.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be good, but I can admit when it's not good, but nobody want to admit, you know what I'm saying, that
and it's like,
nobody want to admit they took an L.
And I think it may have been different for you. The moment I got worried was when we got 3 trailers in and we were still looking at the same 2 fights. Like, this is Mortal Kombat. We've only seen 2 fights, and
one of them is a crappy MMA fighter.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, man, if this is Mortal Kombat, there's no combat.
So let's talk about all the characters, man. If we can try to go through all the characters. I'm gonna try to. If I don't forget. Did you have a favorite?
Hanzo Hisashi, Scorpion.
Just say Scorpion.
I'm used to calling him Hanzo at this point.
So anyway,
but Scorpion.
Okay, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
It helps that he was my favorite character from the games.
Okay,
but also,
it was a lot of fans of Scorpion Sub-Zero back in the day.
Yeah, but also like he's one of 2 characters that gets to like just go in and play their character.
Yeah, that's true. Play the Scorpion, and he looked good. His outfit looked real good. It's actually all his scenes actually real good.
Yeah,
I get because the beginning scene. Well, we talked about the beginning scene actually started off good. Then once they introduced Cole, it turned to like, what is this?
Yeah, it
turned into a straight to VOD cheap action movie, and that's where
what was that movie called? Arena. It was
not even that good. It reminded me of Never Back Down 3.
It's not even. Oh damn!
But no, that's too much credit because Michael Jai White was in there. I got to go Never Back Down 1. It's more like Never. It was like this would have been Never Back Down 4 without Michael Jai White.
Look, I'm sorry if it seems like we just bagging on this movie, but like, understand the disappointment does factor into that. And also the fact that it doesn't make sense. It didn't have to happen this way.
Dude, so my favorite character, I say was Kano. And it's not because he was the best. He couldn't fight for nothing. He actually was just like I guess he was more like a brawler, but he wasn't even a good brawler.
Yeah.
He was getting his ass whooped, but he was funny.
Yeah.
He kept me entertained.
He's extremely fun.
I got this scene right here, man. Where this scene cracked me up.
Fight! No Harry Potter, all right? Who's that? Cute. Real cute. Let's see you try down again. Is that the only move you know, mate? Ah! Oh. Yeah, put a shirt on, Magic Mike.
You know what I'm saying? That saved it.
But you know what? It's
Stuff like that saved it.
characters like Kano who are like just unapologetically in themselves. Like you can't ruin that character,
Right.
Because he don't give a shit no ways. You know. So like when he's doing his stuff, it's like no, this scene's about me. No, this scene's about what did I just tell you? You know that level of like just commitment to a bit. Even like I'll even say he wore on my nerves a little bit. But like at the end of the day, I'm so glad he was in this movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because he said it. Because Cole was too boring.
Yeah.
Like Cole was your
Audience avatar. That's
right.
it.
He was the audience avatar. He was one of the most boringest characters I've seen in a long time. Like nothing interesting about Cole.
True.
It's like he had a family, something to fight for. That's about it. And I mean that's kind of get the audience like, oh, we want Cole to win because he got a family.
Like, he doesn't do stuff.
Throw the uppercut, Dad.
Like, okay. Like Cole doesn't really do. He doesn't take actions in this film. The film happens around him.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm gonna give him one thing that he didn't ask for this. He didn't go around. He just kind of.
Yeah.
He got. You got the mark. Oh, really?
Like if he had ever said, "I'm the chosen one," out, I'm gone. Click.
Well, he was kind of the chosen one.
Yeah, but like the actual saying no, I gotta do this. I'm the chosen one. Bro, sit your ass down.
Okay, so we got Cole. Cole's B-level MMA fighter. Yeah. He was chosen. Because he's a descendant of
Scorpion.
Yeah. So that's why he's chosen. Jax, played by Mekhi Brooks.
Yeah.
Which he was one of the bright spots of the movie because he fit that character. Like I would say, okay, this is a good Jax.
Like, and I was expecting him not to work out.
Yeah,
really
me too.
Was.
Because if you remember him from Supergirl, that character not Jax, but he is an actor.
Like that,
he can step up to whatever he's given.
That kept hitting me. Like I'm like, that's Jimmy Olsen, right? Like off of Supergirl. That's that.
Well,
same
I mean, he ain't that.
No, but I'm just.
Face.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Don't get him that twisted.
Excuse me. He's James Olsen. You're right. He's James Olsen. But it's like, it's still like I'm still like this is the same actor. I would never mistake these two characters for each other.
Right.
Even with him playing them both, I would never make that mistake.
So, talk about him. So he got the arms. We saw what's name took his arms off.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero. We saw that in the trailer, and then we was like, okay, how you gonna get the arms? I guess he's gonna get some cybernetic implants that the government been working on, some top secret. Why you close your eyes like, oh my God?
Because this is one of those things that really pissed me off in this film.
Man, hey, we can talk about it now because this is spoiler discussion.
Okay, so
we can talk about how Jax got his arms.
So he does get some implants. There's some really rudimentary, skeletal looking robotic arms.
So wait, how did they do that? First off, where the hell that shit come from?
Who knows? Like no one explained it.
And he just woke up and he could just use them.
Yeah,
they gave him some skeleton hands. Mechanical skeleton arms, right? Originally, that was too short, by the way.
Yeah,
looks weird. And then he kind of was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can fight with these." And then what?
So he gets these arms. They're more or less useless. But then, and this ties into something else that I don't like. He finds a way to activate his Arcana, whatever the hell.
Right, explain that real quick.
So Arcana is a mystical energy source that only people who have the mark that says that they can enter Mortal Kombat have, and it gifts them with powers.
So, right, this is how they get their powers in Mortal Kombat. And so since Jax got these arms, they gave him some little skeleton arms. He uses Arcana to make the big robot arms.
Yeah. And
which is never explained how that worked, because everything else felt like some fire, like an elemental thing. He made robot arms.
Everyone else's is like they manipulate energy for some kind of reason.
Yeah.
Like, he just like somehow turns these skeletal arms into like some big burly, the kind of arms we're used to seeing on Jax in the games, right?
Right, robot arms.
And like for one thing, that's not necessary.
It would have made more sense if his arms got knocked off and he came back with the robot arm. We didn't even have to see him get him. He could have just showed up with him.
He could have showed up at the last minute to help out.
And then
where the hell you get those? Oh yeah, I stopped by a DARPA lab on my way through.
Right, or just we already know the military could have just gave him the arms. You know what I'm saying? I would have accepted that over what they gave us. Yeah. So that's Jax. The way he got the arms was stupid, but Mekhi Brooks did a great job playing Jax. And I'm gonna give him another thing too before I move on with him. He had one of the best fatalities.
Yeah.
Because they did a couple fatalities. I don't know how many they did, but I'm going to see if I can find that.
There was at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, there was at least 4 that I can think of.
Let's see.
Because Kung Lao got one, Liu Kang got one, Jax got one, and Kano got one.
Oh, Cole got one.
Oh, did it?
On Goro. A B-level MMA fighter. We'll talk about that. All right, so here. Let me make that bigger. So so now he got the mechanical arms.
Dear God,
he gonna hit him with the.
So Kimbo Slice beat Goro.
Yeah, these motherfuckers work.
So look, that's one of the best. That's one of the best fatalities, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like that Kung Lao one.
I mean, it's like
that's from the game.
That's from the games.
Yeah, that's from the game too.
Yeah. But like, you can't beat that, man. Like, that's one hell of a thunderclap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that was my problem with Jax. Other than he was actually a good character, but they didn't use him enough.
Right.
They didn't explain his arms. They had a dumb explanation for his arms.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then that was that.
I don't like using this Arcana stuff to explain why people have powers in the first place. Because we're already dealing with a world that has magic and stuff. Just say people get power sometimes. All the Shaolin monks got theirs because they've trained for that. Some people are like Raiden's a god. He can do stuff. Shang Tsung's a wizard. That's his whole character. Mm-hmm. Why can Scorpion and Sub-Zero do the stuff they can? Because one's basically Ghost Rider and the other one's a ninja.
Okay, we can move on to Sonya. How'd you like Sonya?
She all right.
She is. The actress didn't do bad. They didn't give her much to do.
No.
She was kind of like there. And then you think about it, everybody else was there because they had a reason. She didn't have no reason to be there.
She's just there.
And in the game, they gave her a reason to be there because they Kano killed her partner and she was chasing Kano.
Yeah. Like that was,
and she was obsessed with trying to catch Kano.
The whole reason she got into the tournament was because, this should be fun. You can enter the tournament. I want to see what's going to happen.
She really had no reason to be there, and she didn't have no mark. And then so she had they tried to give her a beef with Kano, but she didn't really have a beef with Kano. Because even at the end when they was talking about separating and fighting different people, she said, "Let me fight Melina." Remember that?
Yeah.
So she she wasn't even thinking about Kano. You got to fight Kano. Oh, because the game says so, not because you got a real beef against Kano.
Like even when we meet Kano, she's apprehended him.
Right. But she had nothing personal against him.
No,
it's just
he just happens to be an international criminal.
Right. It was what she was working on, the case she was working on. But it's not personal. But in originally, it's something personal because she killed her partner.
Also, can we mention how absurd it is that like to mention ancient cultures speak of this mystical tournament? They call it Mortal Kombat with a K.
He spelled it wrong. Who didn't Kano print that? Point that out.
Yeah.
So look, this how she beat Kano.
How does that feel?
Feels fucking amazing.
So I don't like that though because I'm feeling like he ain't gonna come back for part 2. I guess not.
I mean, and this is the problem with Mortal Kombat. If you want people to if you want them to have Mortal Kombat like fights, then somebody can't make it to the sequel.
Okay, right. But the original, it's just they just messed up the whole story by not. I just don't like the way they did that story because she's not important to me. Where she was more important on the first one to me.
Yeah.
So we got Liu Kang. As I told you, Liu Kang. I wanted them to do the original. I guess that's a little corny, but the
yeah, yes it is. Yes,
all right. The Bruce Lee homage. They could have got somebody a little closer to Bruce Lee. To me, this guy just didn't really favor Liu Kang. Just because he was Asian is not enough.
No.
Don't let them sell you that.
No. I feel you. My thing is because the way they've adjusted his character through the games, he's closer.
They
to
downgrading him a lot.
He's
opposed
closer
to who
to
he
someone
was.
like I would have said someone like Kung Lei would have been a better fit. I don't know if you remember him. He's done a bunch of action flicks. He was in that Tekken movie they made a few years back as martial law.
Keep going. Because I haven't seen it. I remember it coming out. I refused to watch it.
I don't blame you. But yeah, I couldn't tell you too much of the stuff he's been in, but I know him on sight. But he looks the way Liu Kang looks in the games.
Well, that's what I was hoping for. But you know what? I'm not disappointed at the guy. He ain't bad. To me, he just seemed like a little dude that was just kind of there.
That's the way they used him.
I know, and I was like, I feel like Liu Kang should have been
way more important.
Yeah, because if you watch the original, Liu Kang was pretty much the main character.
Yeah.
It's like you went from a main character to a side character.
Yeah.
For Cole.
Yeah.
Why is everybody scooting over for Cole?
Why Cole? If you're gonna make you've got an ensemble cast, you're gonna put this dude on a pedestal as your main character, and then he's the most boring character in the whole thing. His daughter's more.
So let's talk about his what they call it, Arcana.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Liu Kang Arcana. So he got his fireball, which that's his thing, his traditional fireball. I would like to see what was the flying kick? Was it just called
the bicycle kick?
No, the one from the original. It's just a straightforward kick. The first one, he just kicked you straight forward. It's just he just kind of he just propelled himself with a kick. The bicycle kick, he come at you with what he gonna do? He does in here. But you don't remember the original kick?
Nah.
I wish we was playing that right now. I'll hit your ass with that mug right now. It's just a flying kick. Just a flying kick. And it's just a flying straight kick. He propels himself and so he does that in the fireball. So they kind of put his animality, but that was his finisher in the second one. But it wasn't made out of fire though.
No,
but this make him a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Nice little retcon for it.
I'm okay with it.
Right, because he got the dragon. In the original, he turns into a dragon and then eats you in half.
Yeah. Which
they don't really explain that. Then they start bringing out animalities. They like, oh yeah, that's just his animality. Oh, thanks for explaining that. But they have him use his fire and have his fire turn to a dragon, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's a retcon. Course.
So, I mentioned to somebody else that one of my problems is when you try to call stuff out, if you're gonna put something in the movie that's from the games and then you had to point out that you did the thing, that's going to take me out a little bit. And they get a pass because in the games the stuff does get called out.
It could get called out by somebody that's calling.
But
the
it's
fight.
an announcer calling it out in a tournament. There's no tournament here, so the way they do that here is when Liu Kang's getting revenge for Cabal killing Kung Lao.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing, though.
No, he said fatality for Kung Lao.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, so Kung Lao said something when he killed old girl, though. I thought he said that.
No, Kung Lao didn't say anything.
No, he said something. I got it, too. I'll show you.
You're going to have to show me.
Oh, he said, I think he said flawless victory.
You know what? You're right. You're right. He did say that.
But I couldn't remember.
He did say flawless victory. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll get to Cole. It is like hold on. Where the hell is that? Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I had that Kung Lao finisher.
It might be earlier in the video.
There it is. Well, we didn't get to Kung Lao yet, but let's just jump to Kung Lao. What you think of Kung Lao?
You mean Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao?
Yeah, that dude.
I mean, because even in the games,
Were you a Kung Lao fan?
No.
You had something against him? He was cool.
No, it's like just once
he was always cool with that hat, though.
No, the hat was cool. Like, gameplay-wise, I got no problems with him.
The way he just kind of, like, tilted down.
Yeah. It's just like the way, whenever they'd have him in cutscenes in the later games, he
See, I never got into the later games, so I don't, all my stuff going on just in nostalgia on
like,
the original characters.
There was always like this thing where he was like a little resentful of Liu Kang for being the champion of Earthrealm and all this other stuff.
See, I don't know shit about that.
Yeah.
So let's watch this Kung Lao finish. Oh God!
Hey, look, you know what? I want him to use that as his headshot from now. I want that dude to use that as his headshot. Just him. Yeah!
You like that? She was so useless. What's her name?
Natara.
Yeah, she was useless, and she was gone in 30 seconds.
She flew in for 5 seconds so Shang Tsung could like
give name drop her, and then they just had her just get cut in half.
Yeah.
So anyway, who else they got?
Let's see here. Raiden is in it.
Yeah, well, Raiden just talking.
He just talking.
He looks good though.
Yeah,
he looks dope. So let's talk about Cole. His Arcana, or what do they call it? Arcana. So we was wondering, they made this a big plot that Cole couldn't never get his Arcana.
Yeah.
Kano got his. It was a laser. What's the name? Jax got his. He was his arms. Yep. But Cole just couldn't get his Cole so whack.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Go home, Cole. I can do it. Go home, Cole." So he just basically made like armor.
Yep.
So what this means saying like he's for defense, not for attacking, maybe.
Well, so they tried to drop this a little bit, like whenever he's getting critiqued about the way he fights, he never defends.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, his defense is shit. So like, the dude that's like that's ribbing him before the fight, like, you think you'll actually,
So that dude was on his head.
Yeah, like, hey, look, just
put him in Mortal Kombat.
Right. Like, it might help if you actually defend for once. Instead of just punching at him until he knocks your block off, try blocking some shots.
So Cole get his Arcana and make his. He got them, what they call them, little nightsticks?
Tonfas.
Yeah, he got some tonfas, I guess. And he fight with him or whatever. And
they just appear and disappear as needed, I guess.
I guess they part of the armor.
Yeah.
But he's fighting Goro. And then he.
Yep.
Look, he tried to, what he tried to do? He tried to run away and then put his reflection.
Goro, like, I ain't falling for that.
He put a mirror in front of the door like Goro's going to run into the mirror like, I got you. Like, what? Are you stupid?
Oh, man.
But here's a little bit of Cole. Dude, look. They really They really just made.
They just wanted to prove that he was a worthwhile.
Well, I'm just saying, Goro just had 4 arms. He was so nothing special.
Like, and for those of you who aren't aware, Goro is pretty much the biggest.
Ain't lost a fight in 500 years.
Ain't lost a fight in 500 years. Until this one washed up MMA fighter got his literal plot armor. No one had ever defeated Goro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonya got her Akata because she killed Kano.
Yeah. But like again, this is what I don't like about this is like, so anyone can get superpowers if they kill somebody with the mark.
Well, you got to find it though. But
no, but I'm just saying it's like the whole point of these people being in Mortal Kombat, by and large, was you had to earn that. You had to get to the point where you were one of the most dangerous individuals on the planet.
Okay, well, she already dangerous, so let's look at it. So everybody know so that's a cool little shot.
Yeah.
So, so far the fans that said it was good is winning, right? You ain't get win over?
No. because all this is, hey, we did a thing that's from the game.
Yeah, and all this is out of context too, because on the whole, these are fun scenes, but on the whole, a movie, not so good.
Like one of the things that I didn't hear until just before the movie was about to come out was people finally started asking, hey, wait a minute, how is Melina in this and Katana's not? It's like
they saving it. You know what? They save a lot for the next movie because they plus got like a 3-picture deal or something.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying,
which is more the reason where they could have just started with the original 7.
Yes,
and because you got more stuff, you didn't have to bring out all this right now.
And that's that's my problem with this is you could have started the plot, the overall plot already written, the characters you need for it already there. All right?
So in this plot, Shang Tsung is trying to kill the participants of the tournament before the tournament, so he can guarantee his victory.
And keep it. And I
did you have to do that when you got cold?
And I just want to put something. I just want to put into context. When the tournament actually starts, in order for the good guys, our folks, to win, they had to beat Sub-Zero and Goro. So
let that sink in.
I'm just saying, like, that's basically like saying, no, y'all can have your freedom if you go beat the Hulk. Go beat the Hulk and Thor, and then you can win. Then you can go home.
Yeah, dude, look.
Like, it's
dude, look. So everybody got their Akata.
What's the tournament now? That's all I'm saying.
Well, the tournament it's gonna start from her. So now we got Sonya and they're gonna Johnny Cage probably. Let's talk about that very end. So they won. Everybody won their fights. I think they all did fatalities on them, didn't they?
Yeah.
So those won't be a threat. So now they're gonna go get some more members. They're gonna get
who?
They gave you the stinger, dude. What are you talking about? Who? So Cole is walking away. He said, "What you gonna do?" Now what? Who? Something like that.
Yeah, no. I get that Johnny Cage is gonna be in it, but what I'm saying is like, who does Shang Tsung?
But look, how did you like the way they did that?
I don't give a fuck. Listen, because one thing I don't believe.
He walked by a movie poster that said Cage Rage in the Cage, some dumb name for a Cage, Johnny Cage movie that says starring Johnny Cage.
Yeah. I just, oh man, you know what? Like, cause this is my problem. Is like, I don't want to see the version of Mortal Kombat that follows this. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get it because it's made enough money.
I know.
But see, the thing is, I would have been cool with just the original story told.
Yeah.
I know they feel like, well, it's already been told. Not really.
This is a thing, right? So every time somebody tries to reboot something, they always want to tell their story.
But look,
just do the original better.
Look, why not do it like Bloodsport? Have a fighting tournament, and at the end of the tournament, the top fighters get taken to Outworld for part 2.
Yeah,
a top tournament here.
Yeah,
and had an old Shang Tsung, but you don't know that he like a mystical dude or whatever. and now you find out, oh wow, this was way bigger than we thought.
Yeah,
I'll be cool with that.
I'm for that.
But nope.
That's not what we got though.
Yeah, we got
somebody had a little bit of, you know what? Someone wrote a Mortal Kombat fan fiction, and then somebody gave them some money, so they made a
somebody
movie.
named Cole.
Yeah,
And it's inserted. They said,
yeah.
Cole's got to be the main character. Why? Why?
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, because like even like you were saying, like if all you need is someone who like needs to like earn some respect on their fighting abilities, you got Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Just use Johnny Cage.
Well, they're gonna put him in part
wait,
two.
look, but
and he's gonna come in as the probably goofy and
and
comic
then
relief.
to say like we didn't want this to be a white
because
savior
Kano
movie.
gone.
Yeah.
Well, see, Johnny Cage wasn't gonna be the. He wasn't. See,
No.
Liu Kang was
Yes.
the winner.
Yes.
And Liu Kang was and at the end of the game, they tell you Liu Kang won the tournament.
Yep.
So Liu Kang is your main character.
Yes. But they don't know nothing about that. The folks that made this didn't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
They was all trying to make their own movie, and the studio said, hey, listen, so we've got a deal to make a Mortal Kombat movie, and we can't get it off the ground. So here's what's going to happen. Because they've been talking about a Mortal Kombat movie for ages.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know. But this is
They couldn't get a script written, or they couldn't get a director
dude,
locked down.
End of the story. Spoiler discussion. End of the story. It was a real incoherent action movie that had some fun parts, that had some okay kills, but I didn't care for most of the characters.
Yeah.
And the characters I did like got real short screen time or got killed.
Listen.
So I was like, okay.
If you're jonesing for a Mortal Kombat movie, skip this one. Go watch the 95?
No, yeah, that was the first
Yeah,
one.
the 95 Mortal Kombat, or the sequel to that one, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which we're going to we're gonna
do a review.
We're gonna do a review for that. Just to let y'all know what we talking about, we're gonna get a review on the books for that one. But
I had to do it.
like this movie isn't trash. It's not hot garbage, all right? But it's so much less than it realistically should have been.
Yeah, I mean, to me, yeah, it's my expectations more than it's being just trash. But and then also what the potential too.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna wrap up, man. That's our spoiler discussion for Mortal Kombat. So we are going to move on to some other topics that we got for today. But yeah, we will get back to you on that Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
So we're gonna move on along. You want to hit that Invincible?
I was gonna do the pitch meeting, but I can't find the damn picture. Why you laugh?
The man himself.
I ain't got the damn picture. Tell you what. There we go.
All right. So moving on, we got it. So they dropped a pitch meeting. Did it do that again? It did it again. It doesn't like you swapping thumbnails, man. I don't know why. So we gonna move on.
Get a plate.
So they dropped a pitch meeting over on Screen Rant. They dropped a pitch meeting for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. As you know, we here thoroughly enjoyed the series, and we thoroughly enjoy pitch meetings.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they got to say about this. Because I want to hold on. Shit, I forgot to do something.
But yeah, I'm interested too, because like sometimes they'll pick up on stuff that you didn't realize was wrong.
But this is my problem. I don't want them to make fun of certain things, and I know that's what they do. We'll see.
Yeah.
They usually be real tasteful on how they do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And there's certain things on this, I'm like, okay, I want to hear it, but I don't want to. Certain things, just point out the dumb stuff, and I think they're gonna do that because that's how they keep it. Like the wrap up was kind of quick. The way they took out the Bat Rock and excuse me, Batroc. The way they took him out, and the way they finished up with just everybody walking up, getting shot, stuff like that.
All the plot contrivances and
things like that. They will. That's what I want to see. So we'll see. But I was feeling like it's something that was kind of good, kind of tight, good. It was written good, and it was kind of a tight script. It's like it ain't gonna be too many plot holes they can get in there, and be too funny. Yeah. But we'll see. They'll find it though. They'll find it. Yeah. So let's watch this screen rant on the Falcon and Winter Soldier pitch meeting.
So, you have a new Marvel show for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. What characters is it gonna follow?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That explains the title. Great work so far.
Yeah, and so Sam is struggling with the fact that Steve Rogers left him the shield, right? So he gives it to a museum.
Oh, okay.
And Bucky's dealing with some government-mandated therapy and hanging out with his buddy, this really old guy, Yori Nakajima.
Oh, that's cute.
Whose son he murdered. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, he did it while he was brainwashed, and he's kind of building up the courage to tell Yuri about it as part of his recovery.
So he's like trying to get over having been the Winter Soldier?
Exactly, and so then the government names this guy John Walker as the new Captain America.
Oh, I hate this guy already.
Actually doesn't seem like such a bad guy.
Oh.
But he's such a bad guy.
Okay.
But he's not that bad eventually, kinda. But not great.
Oh, I don't know how to feel about this guy, but I'm captivated.
Anyway, so then we're gonna find out about this terrorist organization called the Flag Smashers.
Oh, what's their deal?
Well, they want the world to go back to the way it was before everyone was snapped back, because everything's all messed up now.
Messed up how?
Well, this organization called the Global Repatriation Council are trying to get things back the way they were before the blip, because now people are living in each other's houses, there are refugees, it's a mess.
And so what's their plan?
Oh, well, about 20 of them have taken super soldier serum, and their plan is to get out there and go get it done.
What? They're gonna head out there, go get it all taken care of. I don't get what?
Listen, sir, they have a vague plan, probably. I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about what it is exactly.
Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing.
Anyway, so their leader's this surprisingly young lady, Carly Morgenthau, and she wears a mask and she's like mean, but you kinda get where she's coming from. It's just that her methods are questionable.
Oh, sounds a lot like that Enfys Nest character from Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Well, we'll make sure to make it different enough.
Okay, good. Who should we get to play her?
How about that Enfys Nest actress from Solo: A Star Wars Story?
Oh yeah, she's great. Good call.
Great. So what's her deal? Why does everybody look up to her?
Well, because she keeps saying things like,
our movement is strong.
Okay.
It's time to make ourselves heard.
All right, is she like super charismatic or something?
No, she just quietly says vague things, and everyone's really into that, apparently.
Well, okay then. So what else is going on in the show?
Oh, well, we're gonna tackle some really important topics like racism in America.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're gonna have this whole storyline with this old African-American super soldier, Isaiah Bradley, that the government did tests on. Really heavy stuff.
Wow, yeah, important stuff to tackle for sure.
Yeah, also Baron Zemo's gonna do a little dance.
What?
Well, we gotta balance out some of the heavier stuff with some lighter stuff. So Baron Zemo's gonna hit the dance floor. Okay, what's Zemo doing in the show anyway? Well, Bucky and Sam realize they need his help, so they break him out of jail, and he's much sassier now.
Well, great.
Yeah, so they head to this city called Madripoor because they want to find out where the super soldier serum's being made.
Right.
And while they're there, they're gonna meet Sharon Carter. She's from the movies.
She is.
And there's this mysterious person in Madripoor called the Power Broker, and we don't know who it is.
Is it Mephisto?
What? No.
Sorry, I'm still a little riled up from the WandaVision pitch.
Now, this Power Broker person seems to be a very influential person in Madripoor. They're pulling a bunch of strings. They have crazy access to stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, so Sharon Carter seems to be a pretty influential person in Madripoor. She's pulling a bunch of strings. She has crazy access to stuff.
Oh, so Sharon is the Power Broker. What? No.
I feel like with the clues you've laid out, though, it's not. Nobody knows who the Power Broker is.
I feel like it's pretty obviously her, though.
Also, Zemo's gonna put on his purple mask from the comics.
Oh, why does he put that on?
Because it's gonna look good in the trailers.
Can't argue with that.
And so the Flag Smashers, they start doing really intense stuff, like they bomb this GRC headquarters place, kill a bunch of innocent people.
Oh.
Carly straight up calls Sam's sister and threatens his nephews.
So she's like full-on evil.
No, actually, we're gonna act like she's misunderstood. good. I don't know, seems pretty intense.
Yeah, we're gonna act like she's misunderstood. If you say so.
So eventually her and the Flag Smashers are gonna fight against Walker and his partner Lamar, and we're gonna see that Walker's taken some super soldier serum.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, and one of Carly's people is holding Walker because their plan is to stab him to death because he's a symbol, but then Carly accidentally kills Lamar.
Oh no.
Yeah, so then Walker runs over to Lamar and the Flag Smashers, they all run away.
Well, why don't they finish the job and kill Walker like they were trying to do?
Well, because this part of the scene is over, so they scatter.
Oh, okay.
And then Walker gets all mad and he kills that guy that was holding him so Carly could stab his heart.
Okay, seems pretty reasonable.
It's not actually, because the bad guy was down and a bunch of people were watching.
Right, yeah, no, killing is bad, but Bucky and Sam have killed bad guys too, right?
Oh no, they do for sure, but this guy was down and he was like, please don't kill me, so it's different.
Maybe some of the people Bucky and Sam killed would have said that too if they hadn't died so quickly.
I guess we'll never know.
Because they died.
Because they died, yeah. So then Walker gets fired as Captain America and he starts to make his own shield.
Oh, I bet that's gonna come into play later.
Yeah, no, not really though. It gets smashed immediately when he starts fighting with it.
Right, that wasn't vibranium. I guess that makes sense.
It's just kind of a metal circle, really, but we're gonna hype it up in a post-credit scene.
Sure, why not?
So Sam is gonna start training with the real shield, you know, how to lodge it into things, how to make it bounce and come back.
Yeah, how does the shield work exactly?
Well, it works however I need it to in whatever action bit I'm writing.
Okay, great, that makes sense.
So anyway, by the finale, the Flag Smashers are gonna have a pretty clear objective.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're gonna kidnap a bunch of GRC senators so they can't pass a resettlement vote. And so Carly sets a truck of hostages on fire.
Okay, so we're done trying to paint her in a sympathetic light, right?
No, we're still trying. She's okay.
And get this,
We're gonna find out that Sharon is the power broker.
right, yeah, I figured that out.
No, you didn't. Who else would it have? This is a big twist that.
Meet the Simply Unlimited plan.
We're going to take a small break now.
Join 5 and get an extra $100 off select phones.
That
Or
power
100
broker twist.
I wrote.
That very untwisted power broker twist.
We're back.
Okay. So then Sam is gonna show up, and he has this new Captain America flight suit that the Wakandans made for him.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, this thing's great. He's fully
This
protected
is
except the
badass.
top of his head where his brain is.
So protecting everything except your brain cage is tight.
And so Sam's gonna have to save a helicopter full of hostages.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough for him to take out the
That's
pilot
fair.
and make sure the
That's
chopper
fair,
doesn't
that's fair.
crash.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out one of the kidnapped senators on board that very helicopter knows how to fly the helicopter, so she takes over.
Oh, hey, yeah, that worked out great.
It sure did. And so eventually Carly's gonna be trying really hard to kill Sam because she's a sympathetic character, and then Sharon's gonna shoot her dead, so it's very sad.
Is it?
And then Sam's gonna
Is
carry
it?
her body because it's definitely a sad moment, and then he's gonna talk to some senators.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, stop calling the Flag Smashers terrorists.
Well, I mean, they literally used violence and intimidation against civilians in pursuit of political aims, which is, you know, the definition of terrorism.
Yeah, well, Sam's gonna tell them to not say that, and then he's gonna keep lecturing them for 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And one of the senators gonna be like, okay, but logistically, what are we supposed to do here? And Sam's gonna be like, do better, Senator.
Oh, you know, that does sound like it's gonna help a lot. It is.
Wow, 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 wow. And so then Sam's gonna make sure that Isaiah's story gets told.
Nice.
And then Bucky's gonna go talk to Yuri and tell him what he did to his son.
Oh, it's gonna be nice to see how that plays out.
Then we cut away. Oh, yeah, we get out of there fast.
Kinda wish you let that moment breathe.
Nope,
go.
I'm already gone before we even get to see the moment I've been building up to all season.
Okay.
And then during the end credits, we're gonna have the title card say Captain America and the Winter Soldier, so that's gonna be a nice moment for Sam, you know?
Hasn't Bucky's whole arc been about not being the Winter Soldier anymore?
Yeah, I guess I could have changed his
Should've been
title
Captain
too,
America
huh?
with
Whoops. Whoopsie. So what do you think?
Well, it sounds great. I'm just not sure about that Baron Zemo dancing thing. That seems like a weird thing to include.
Well, I keep seeing this gif of Thanos twerking online, so I feel like the internet's really gonna like it.
Okay, I mean, we could include a second of it, and if people want more, we could release that online.
Man, that mug got like
Hey everybody,
5 million
Ryan here.
views
Hope you
and,
enjoyed
like,
that.
Wow.
the Zemo dance. You didn't see that?
I haven't seen the full Zemo dance.
It's just like maybe like 20 seconds,
yeah.
and then they just like
Okay.
keep on looping it.
You know,
What?
he wasn't wrong about anything.
Well, yeah, he
so,
didn't go those places that I didn't go on
Yeah.
my review.
Yeah.
Sam said some true things in his speech, but it went on a little too long, and and he had good points where you can't stop labeling people, but the Flag Smashers were
terrorists,
right.
Well, like, and that's something like I would have preferred that like his point had been not to be like they're not terrorists. Like, well, they're only terrorists because they lost.
See, that was the bad part of the writing. Was some parts that was bad, but the fact that they messed up on Carly because they did not make her sympathetic. They made her pretty much a terrorist.
Yeah.
And in the parts where I'm supposed to feel for her cause, she was doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Killing innocent people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like it's weird, like the way they use her and John Walker in this, where it's like John is just a decent guy in a very unreasonable situation.
Yeah.
And she's a very unreasonable person.
She was just like an angry teen more than like somebody I can get behind her cause.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a good idea because she had a reason because of what was going on, but all her methods, and then she kept going. Even when she had her own group, they was questioning her when they was like, well, what are we going to do? And she's like, well, we just kill him. And they kind of looked at her like, what?
There, it's like, well, no, the point was we were going to hold him hostage, and we were going to use that to
get what we was trying to get.
Them to affect.
And she was like, no, we'll just kill him. Like, out of revenge?
Well, like,
then you a terrorist.
Well, like, she jumped from okay, they're not going to let us keep him hostage, then we'll kill him. And even if we die, then the message will be heard. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
That ain't what nobody
I know what she said
for.
when we died, they kind of look like, huh? we didn't talk about that. We did not talk about that part of the plan.
The whole point of shooting up the super soldier serum was to keep us from dying before we could accomplish the mission.
I'm going back home.
Look, I'm going back to what's a random town name? I'm going back to Sheboygan to work in my dad's auto shop. This ain't with it.
I'm going back to Omaha. But no, but yeah, he hit a lot of those points.
Like, this is about as critical as you can be of this show without dipping into very like troubled waters.
Yeah. So yeah, he hit all most. I hit all those. He always I'm just a good reviewer. He hits all the points that I say on my review that I had a problem with.
I mean, and a lot of this stuff is exceedingly topical. Like, but it's like the power broker thing. They didn't hide
too obvious,
it.
And it was nobody else.
Yeah. They didn't give you no one else to look at.
I don't know exactly what they're doing with that, huh?
They didn't give you no shadowy figures to
right,
look at.
Right, and if they would have, like I said, if somebody would have came out the darkness at the last episode and somebody we ain't seen, I would have not been cool with that.
Or just the shadow answering a phone call. Like, you could have said that Sharon works for the power broker, and that would have been
it could have been like that. But even if that would have been corny too, man. That's some old Dr. Claus shit. Just show his
no
arm
way for that not to be corny.
So
I'm just saying. I will get you next time, Gadget. Next time. But yeah.
Next time, Sam.
But like, there's no way to resolve this without it being corny, because we are utilizing very dated memes.
They could have extended it to one more episode to wrap it up a little, because it was wrapped up so quick.
You're right.
But
leave off the wrap up for the next episode.
And not to mention, the last episode usually go like hour and a half or hour. It was under an hour. So it was a quick wrap up.
Let this past episode, just use that for conflict resolution. Use the next episode for the wrap up.
Yeah, I say the resolution to the Isaiah Bradley was the best point for me, because the Carly wrap up did not hold no weight because she let everybody down. Like, she became just an angry teenager where they kind of like, you know how he came down slowly with the wings out and brought her down.
They just wanted
like,
that
should
moment.
we have cared about her? No, nobody cared about her because she was the bad guy.
I can point to you a scene where that was done with like the good guy carrying the bad guy's body, and it was done better. Arkham City, Batman carrying the Joker.
But see, it wasn't even the scene was actually fine, but it was
I'm just
the
saying,
fact that nobody liked Carly after she was all done with everything she was doing.
The reason that scene works better for Batman and the Joker, and that is the Joker.
I didn't like that.
The Joker wasn't the point of that scene, right? So the point isn't, oh no, the Joker's dead. It's, holy shit, did Batman have to kill the Joker? like it's what did that moment do to him, not what did it do to the Joker. With this, it's like, oh no, Sam couldn't save that little girl. You mean that terrorist that killed all those innocent people?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, she's a terrorist that killed a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They kind of messed up on that. They couldn't realize what they wanted to do with her. So, yeah, that was a pitch meeting for Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was they hit some good points, man. Yeah. And we also check out our review on the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. We did a finale review. So check that out. And while you're doing that, subscribe to the channel.
I won't say it's as funny as the pitch meeting, but we go into a good deal more detail.
Uh-huh.
And it's just more comprehensive.
Yes. All right, so we are going to move on. So I can't get my picture up, so we're going to move on to Invincible season 1, episode 7, and we can do a recap on episode 6 because we didn't do the chance to get the review up for episode 6.
So Mark and his girlfriend go.
Yeah, it was like a filler episode because they went to see
a campus visit.
Yeah, they went to see what college they want to go to. And, Mark is trying to be a good boyfriend. He's really trying.
Yeah. Especially considering everything he's currently juggling.
Right. So him being a superhero is really interfering with his relationship because he has to be gone every time. And what's her name?
Amber.
Amber is getting pissed off, and he got to keep apologizing. And if you got to apologize more than once in a week, that's a problem. Yeah. Their relationship probably ain't going to last.
True. Very true.
So because he's a superhero, that's why he's gone. And every time he make plans, something happens. He got to save the world or fight a villain or something. So this is an issue. So anyway, they checking out this campus, and it just so happens a villain attack the same campus.
And it's like, this is one of those things, like with these kinds of stories, it's like, okay, we need to make sure that there's some human drama in this.
But
so
see, it would work better if somebody called him and told him to come because check something out. Yeah. Then okay, but why when you just go somewhere, things happen like that?
Everywhere you go, stuff happens.
And only you can deal with it.
Well, there used to be other people to call, but somebody
took them out.
Splattered them.
But no. So, yeah, he had a little fight. And this one kind of made me wonder, like, where is Invincible's strength level? Because he's fighting this.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like he should knock this dude out easy.
Well, like, they there's this weird line they try to ride with these things where it's like, they're real threats.
Yeah.
But they're also just cyborgs.
Right. I guess they don't feel pain, but still, they should just be able to. He should be able to just take them out like he take out people, But they gave Omni-Man some trouble, so I was like, I guess they are strong, and we'll talk about that in episode 7.
We'll get to that. But yeah. So the last episode came to a head. Mark revealed his secret identity to his girlfriend.
And this scene right here, dude. His girlfriend was like, so he found her, because his relationship was almost over.
Yeah.
And because he left to become invincible, and she thought he left her in the middle. And you know what she said?
I know.
While she she broke up with him still.
Well, like, the
reason why she broke up with him because he left in the middle, like, because when the thing attacked, he left to change and come back and fight the villain. But for her, which happens to Peter Parker, they like, where's Peter?
Yeah.
But Spider-Man's over there fighting.
Well, like, even like,
but if you know,
then why you get mad? So
right.
So his cover is, I left to go get help.
Yeah.
So you already know what he actually left to do was to
and she mad at him because she basically came at him like, you left me in the middle of the fight. But now she know he actually went to become a superhero.
Like, in the middle of all this stuff happening, like everything, he just finished saving the day. We needed you. Where were you? So you knew that I was the dude that fought to keep y'all from dying. And then you turn around and give me crap for saving the day?
Yeah. Long story short, they broke up.
Yeah.
And and I hope he done with her because I know he kind of mad and like, he just kind of like tripping right now. He just like mad. But I'm like, dude, you better off without her. Yeah. Because Adam Eve, is that her name? Adam Eve? Yeah. Adam Eve is like, for real, that's your girl. Like, I mean, you know.
Like, she has the perspective on this type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, like, she's not spending every moment, like, second-guessing where you are, what you're doing. She gets it.
I know. I mean, that works better for him, but still, though, the fact that she know and still, man, I'm cool on her, man.
Because, like, how can you expect somebody who's out, like, it'd be like if you were, like, if your significant other was, like, an EMT or a surgeon. Yeah. Like, how come you didn't show up to the thing?
I had to
save somebody's life. Like, some people would have died if I had showed up to our thing.
You're still mad.
And you're mad. Like, and it's like, you promised. Okay, I did not choose for someone to have a heart attack and need me to save their life.
Yeah.
Okay, like, it's not like he's choosing for the world to be at risk. It's just he's, like, one of the few people that can do something about it. So if you know that he's out there doing this stuff, how can you get mad at him? Like, that'd be like saying, because, like, she got mad because he didn't show up to help at the soup kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So you also had to get mad if he shows up for your date. What happened to that monster that was going to destroy the town we live in? But we had a date, babe. I wasn't going to miss our date.
Yeah, I know. So they broke up. Hopefully they done. They move on to the next episode. Now this is what I'm into.
Yes.
So now we're going to find out what Omni-Man is going on with him. So Cecil knows. And he, you know, and actually his wife knows. What's his wife's name?
I'm blank.
She knows, and now they at the point where, okay, Omni-Man is making a move, and we need to get you out of danger. And he figured out that his house being under surveillance too. So that's a problem.
This is one of those things.
The bodies are flying now.
Yeah, it's like I feel bad for, like, the mooks in this episode, the faceless mooks.
Yeah,
you know, because, like,
it's worse than the boys.
Yeah, it's like, because y'all know you ain't got no shot.
Yeah,
the second he decides he don't like there's a moment.
The second he decides that I'm not playing no more.
Yeah.
Or I'm not acting like I don't know that you know that I did that.
Yeah.
It's over.
Like, there's a moment when he realizes that they're in his house. And I'm like, that moment, y'all dead. That very moment. Like, he stopped.
And they got a stealth camouflage, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, you know, now Cecil is coming after Omni-Man. He's asking him why he did it. Omni-Man like, I ain't got no choice. Like, what does that mean? He like, doesn't matter, whatever.
Well, like, and this is one of the things, like, it bothers me, like, as far as writing goes, but sometimes people do be like that. It's like, okay, if you don't explain exactly what's wrong, why you doing the stuff you're doing, I have to assume it's for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not, like, he's like, look, you gotta trust me. You mean after you killed people that I'm cool with?
Right.
Mercilessly?
Well, okay, let's look at it a little bit. At least Cecil went himself, though.
Yeah.
And then just seeing somebody.
You thought that could hurt me?
No. That was just to get your attention.
And I didn't know Cecil was Walter Goggins.
You didn't know that?
No.
Jesus, Nolan, right for the throat. After everything that we've been through.
Keep out of this, Cecil.
Like, now that I know, I hear it, but at first I didn't realize that was him.
You know, I can't do that, Nolan. I faced death more times than I can count, but I'll be damned if that didn't put my balls in my throat.
Like, lines like that.
I just want to know why. Every one of the Guardians risked their necks for you, over and over again.
I never needed their help. They were weak.
They were your friends, and so was I. Which is why I know you didn't kill him for the fun of it. You had a reason. You want to get it off your chest?
Get it out of your chest, your heart.
Man, some of them looks Omni-Man be throwing, dude. Like, it's so hard to like.
It's hard to gauge him,
dude. Like, because you'll think like he's like, and then he'll have the look of murder on his face. Like,
yeah, like this look.
Yeah, that look right there. Like, he wants your spleen in his hand in the next 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. We got those.
The Reaniman.
Yeah. So I didn't get to the other monster he brought back. So he throwing everything he got at him.
Yeah, absolutely everything he can.
So
possibly.
He's taking people that he defeated or things that he defeated and using them as weapons.
Like, the dude that made that turned Mark's friend's college boyfriend into a cyborg, they brought him in to make more cyborgs like that using the bodies of dead soldiers.
Yeah.
And they sicked them on Omni-Man.
They actually put up a decent fight, though, surprisingly. Whereas I was like, oh, they can't. And they actually put up a little fight.
They put in some work.
Like, what the?
I want to know what they made out of. Because they took some hits, too.
Yeah. They just bite his face. Hey, that's a good way to keep him busy, though.
I mean, because ain't nobody ignoring that. I don't care if it doesn't do damage.
Superman,
somebody biting your
anybody.
face. Like, that's going to take your attention.
Yeah. So that was good. So what we got going on is Omni-Man's cover is blown. He's looking for Mark. I guess he want to make sure that Mark is on his side, I guess.
Like, he wants to tell Mark his side of the story. Like, because you have to understand, Omni-Man absolutely believes that he did what was right in killing the, what they call them?
The Guardian.
The Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah.
And he wants Mark to understand his side of the story so that, one, he doesn't want his son to look at him like a monster. And two, he wants his son to take his side in things.
Right, because, I mean, I think when he make his move, he's going to kind of like come to Mark like, hey, I'm about to make this move and you either with me or against me, son.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it's funny that Mark is still dealing with his girlfriend issue. Yeah. And first he'd be like, man, there's bigger things going on. But
at his age.
Yeah, at his age, that was like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like the world is crumbling when you get dumped back then. Now it's like, whatever. Let's see.
So Mark has been hanging out with Adam Eve, trying to get some perspective, figure out what he needs to do next. And this is going on while all this stuff with Nolan, Omni-Man, basically punching his way through everything this task force has to bear.
Right. And you wonder, like, what's his end game? Now, it's a spoiler. I did read something why he doing it and what's going to happen or whatever. Okay. So I'm not going to talk about it. But it's they keeping it kind of like we still don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still don't know why, and it's kind of good. I think it's only 8 episodes, though, right? Yeah. But they probably going to carry it over to another season.
I think so.
So they ain't going to wrap this up.
Yeah. So on another storyline going on throughout all this, the new Guardians of the Globe, Robot.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. So we actually get to see Robot actual body. And he looked like, what's the...
Rudy?
No. Rudy. Who is Rudy?
Off of Venture Brothers.
Which is a parody of Quatu. From Total Recall.
Yeah.
Open your mind.
Open your mind.
And then Richter shot him in the head like, wow. And dude's like, Jesus, no wonder why he said out of sight. But no, he made a clone, so that's why he got the Mauler twins. He wanted to make a clone, but he cloned Rex.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when he finally had to explain why, it's like,
Right. It's like, I don't know how he thought that was going to fly. Like, he's just going to walk up like, hey, y'all, so I took somebody's DNA without their permission, and I cloned him, and I put my brain in his clone body. Cool, right? No. Ain't cool. Not cool.
Like, there's so much they have to deal with in his reveals. Like, so I'm not actually a robot. I got myself a new body by springing these villains out of prison. I don't know where they're at right now, by the way. The world's going to hell. I cloned you against your will and put my brain in that body. But it's all because it's all for this chick, because I want her to be into me, and I saw she kind of likes you. And we cool, right?
No, let's not forget also the Marla twins they brought back in Mortal.
Yeah.
Now you forgot about it. That was funny as hell because soon as he came back,
like I love like the little montage of like you get to see him throughout the centuries. Yeah, as he's coming back online, basically.
But he was like,
the second he's back,
they put this collar on him to control him, and he broke that collar like in 2 seconds. He's like, man, what on the minute? Oh, you got to do what we. Get this shit out of here.
Where is he? Where is he?
They was like, it didn't work like we thought it was going to work.
Well, like, they even said, like, robot gave us faulty schematics.
Say, man, we need to get our money back.
Hey, but that Immortal Omni-Man fight, though?
Yeah. He was real, like, that's all he wanted was just, I think maybe his mind wasn't all the way back.
Well, no, like, I think, like, he was stuck in that brief moment right before he died.
Right, 'cause he just won't calm down.
I'm having a hard.
So yeah, it was a good fight, but Omni-Man.
Yeah. So he decided to take a little more off the top this time.
You should have stayed dead.
Man, you know what? J.K. Simmons can do no wrong in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I hear that man's voice, I'm just happy to hear his voice in something.
So, do you think he could come back from this?
Probably.
I don't know.
Because keep in mind, his brain stem is intact. All of his vital organs are connected still.
Look how slow that was.
I mean, it's a really bad gut shot. Lost a bit of spine, but if he can heal from,
I don't know.
If you can heal from decapitation,
yeah,
you can heal from just about anything shy of being completely gooped up. Like, unless he gets turned into nothing more than a puddle or a pile of ash,
I don't know.
He can come back.
This is what I think he can come back from. This movie.
Like, again, all they had to do was put his head back on, right?
Yeah.
That's all the Marla twins did.
They have to make him a new body.
No, they didn't.
No, I said they would have to.
I mean,
his body is all you see his guts go flying.
But he heals.
Okay.
He heals.
Sure. So,
look, if we can put him back together from being decapitated, then all we gotta do is stick his parts back together.
I'll leave that in as finish him. I'm gonna leave off with
fatality. Omni-Man.
What does fatality? Yeah, this motherfucker worked. But no, yeah, that's where they kind of like left off at the end of episode 7, and I'm looking like, okay, I can't wait to episode 8.
So if nothing else,
Mark just seen him do it, and now he's like, what the hell? Now he know his dad is killing heroes.
Yep.
So now we got to figure out what's gonna happen from there. Is he gonna join them? Is he gonna fight against them? I don't know. So
well, we got one episode left.
Right, but I think as they do, because this is America, they don't wrap up stuff. When they see something good,
it's going to be a cliffhanger.
Stop right there. Don't wrap up.
But
leave it right there so we can get 3 more seasons out of
They
this.
won't get any closure. Exactly. So they'll need to give us
And
another
they'll
season.
come back.
And then we don't give them closure in that season either. So they come back for a third.
Kiss my ass.
We're gonna make money. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So you'll get that finale from us this weekend.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Did we have something else?
Did we? Did we have any trailers?
Yeah, I ain't really worried about it. So, all right, man. So we're gonna wrap up the stream. So thanks for checking out the stream. Anybody watching? I saw we had 1 viewer, but whatever.
We've had a few people come in and drop out. But anyone still watching, anyone who watches this later on, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that sends you a notification whenever we go live or post a video. And don't forget to like and comment down below. That way we know how y'all feel about our stuff, and YouTube knows that you are passionate about what we're putting down.
Yes. Yes. Please subscribe. We are trying to get to that 1,000. Help us get to that 1,000. All right. We are out of here.
Peace. Okay.
Fuck this ass.
Okay, you make a good point.
Where is he?
Where is he? Where are they?
Look. There goes his esophagus. There goes his spleen.
Look, that's not his esophagus.
Those are his intestines.
Okay, those are intestines. That's a kidney. The spleen's up there with the rest of them, sure. But it's most of it's spinal.
You'll never find that shit. That shit ain't gonna grow back.
We can clone organs. I mean, that ain't shit. Anytime there's technology that can make robots and clone whole fucking people, they can clone the motherfucker some organs. Put that motherfucker on life support, he'll be fine.
Gone.
Oh, man.
Should have sat his ass down. Like, well, my dude. Only man, like, should have stayed dead.
Oh, god damn. I think we're still streaming.